Hello there, Kyle Katarn here, and it is Wednesday, my droids. Let's read some Star Wars comics. Forgive my absence last week. There was a lot going on. But the upside of that is that we have two comics for this week. We are going to read through Ewoks, issue number 2 of 4, I believe, and then issue number 4 of 12 of the Battle of Jakku, Insurgency Rising. And I'm really looking forward to that because we had kind of a cliffhanger ending. Ewoks had kind of a, not really a cliffhanger, but like a hilarious twist. We've got Forlum and Zuckuss showing up on the planet, and 4LOM is receiving the same kind of treatment that 3PO did, you know? This is a god that has come down to their humble little society, and that's so funny to me. I love that they're playing that up again. But welcome, everybody. Napcakes, Digi, I see you guys. We've got some fun stories ahead of us today. Oh, R.I.P. John Cassaday, no way. That's right, he did that first iconic cover of the Skywalker Strikes back in 2015. Yeah, what a talent. What an absolute talent. Long ago, deep in an enchanted forest on the distant moon of Endor, an evil group of outsiders set up their strange machines, bringing a war from the outside galaxy. Another group of outsiders, seeking only peace for the galaxy, fought them off and restored the natives' village to its once serene nature. But even after the heroes leave and new threats loom, the forest moon will always be protected by Ewoks. The Red Ghost strikes. Let's go. I've been really enjoying this one. For anyone joining this for the very first time, this is a dramatic read-through of the brand new Star Wars comics of the week. And it's also a reaction video because I have not read these before. I am going to sight read and do some voice acting here. But we're all reading these stories for the very first time. So let's go. Ewoks, Red Ghost Strikes, issue number 2. After the fall of the Empire, it is a time of peace and rebuilding on the forest moon of Endor. But following the invasion of their home by what the Ewoks call Cruel Ones, the native villagers of Bright Tree Village are at odds. Are all outsiders bad? Or, as young Wicket proposes, is it a balance of openness and cautiousness that is the true way forward? All the while, a team of Imperials and bounty hunters, including Zuckuss and 4LOM, have traveled back to Endor, looking to reclaim weapons of the Empire, and they've come face to face with the native forest dwellers. Let's go. Written by Steve Orlando, art by Alvaro Lopez and Laura Braga. Color art by Antonio Fabella. Letters by VC's Joe Caramano. Let's do this. Oh yeah, and Pete Woods did that fantastic cover art, by the way. I want to look at this one more time. It's so good. Like the color, like the lines pop so much, and there's something about, like, maybe it's the lighting that feels very classic. Great cover in any case. The Moon of Endor. Happy Grove Forest. Okay, we can... Is this 4L? Yeah, this is definitely 4LOM translating right now. Greetings, travelers. I am Chief Chirpa. I lead this community. I am told you seek shelter. He's translating on behalf of... I see. Bright Tree Village. We are pilgrims on course for an ancient holy site, Chief Chirpa. We walk to honor the oldest of gods. On our way, we seek refuge and passage. They're weapons, Midro. I know them. These aren't pilgrims. They're cruel ones. They are. More outsiders from the sky. Their words will be poison. But they don't know we're here. We must hold that advantage. Because we're likely to need it. Look at all these Ewoks. All these colorful little hoods. You will have to excuse my hesitation, traveler. Bright Tree Village is not used to being greeted with such demands. Then it is good that these are no usual demands. I am 4LOM, born far beyond your moon. It is my traveling court. Nice. Quick thinking there, robot. But I am no king, no chief. I am merely an emissary. For the Dark One, the enemy. His power stretches to many worlds. It is his sacred horde we seek. We wish no harm, but to deny us is to deny the adversary. I see. And you do not intend to linger? My court requires rest, and then a guide. Someone to ensure our trek leaves your forest otherwise undisturbed. What an interesting way to spin the mission. Technically, he's telling the truth. This is just another way to interpret what they are here to do. He is technically an emissary on behalf of the Dark One, and the Ewoks know of the Dark One because 3PO told them the whole mythology of Star Wars in Return of the Jedi when they're hanging out in the camp. 4LOM has no way of knowing that they have that level of context. He doesn't know about the direct interactions they had with 3PO, so it's a wild coincidence that how he's now riffing off of that same mythology that was introduced. And I mean, it's because they're both talking about real-world events. My court requires rest, and then a guide. Someone to ensure our trek leaves your forest otherwise undisturbed. Can they be trusted, Logray? Is the adversary not rival to the Golden One? That is true, Teebo, but we cannot presume to understand the ways of the Great Ones. How can we even consider admitting these outsiders? The rebels stood with us. But the cruel ones nearly devastated the forest. Our hospitality will be our end. The chief is wise. Rejecting such powerful beings may be as dangerous as admitting them. Everyone's making a valid point here. I don't know. I mean, like, it's easy to fall on the correct side here because we know the full breadth of the story here. But these Ewoks are doing the best they can with what they have, you know? You may rest here, travelers. Bright Tree Village welcomes you. And there it is. And there it is. Wait, he can't let them in. No, Wicket. Until the true nature of this game is revealed, we must not reveal ourselves. Step forth and be welcomed, 4LOM. You and your court may take your rest. The harvest has been rich this season. Bright Tree will share of its abundance. You suckers, you're gonna give them lunch as well? 4LOM is just walking through. He's really playing the part of, like, yes, I am a deity, like, here to collect what's due. 4LOM, and look, he's got his, Zuckuss has his hands behind his back, like, he's kind of in a posture of deference. I feel like he is trying to show at least a modicum of respect for Ewok society. The Ewok is striding, the officer here, he's striding through, just sort of like studying his surroundings, like, this is an interesting thing. I'm going to be writing about this in my journal later. But then look at the scout trooper in the back. This guy right here, his face, he's like, what the fuck are we doing here? You know what I bet it is? That look of, like, disdain and disgust and just, I can't believe we're doing this. He lost people on Endor. I bet you anything he knows at least a couple people that got eaten by Ewoks in the Battle of Endor, and that's why he's just not happy to be here. That is the context I'm inventing for this panel, because I love it. Also, look at all these indignant Ewoks that are like, I cannot believe our leader right now. You're letting them in? I require no such sustenance. I subsist purely on my faith in the adversary. But my court will delight in your food and bedding. Come morning, we will depart. What am I seeing, X-Sev? And speak quietly. 4LOM plays on the local faith. He calls himself a priest, and us his holy court. Such deceptions rarely carry honor in tow. Well, you have a problem with this? You're on the wrong side, my dude. Logray finds mystery in these pilgrims, Kinisa. I hate to doubt the elder shaman, but then don't, Teebo. Logray is wise, and my father is chief for a reason. He is wiser. They've been welcomed, yes, but now they are surrounded. This is the lesser risk. That's gonna backfire on you. No. This is wrong, Chief Chirpa. These cruel ones, they mock our beliefs. Quiet, Frange T. This is not the place for such vitriol. Is it not? The adversary is darkness and death. We've welcomed evil among us. No, Frange T. No, we haven't. To call the adversary evil is outsider thinking.
Darkness may intimidate, death may frighten, but they hold a place in nature's turning. They are a part of a cycle that brings renewal, brings new life. This is the way of the forest. The adversary is not evil. The adversary simply is. He has a role, as does the Golden One.
No, don't convince him. He's like, you know what? He makes a really good point. It's a very compelling argument. Ugh. This is frustrating to watch, with the context that we have.
Thank you, Logray. As always, you do me a great honor as Elder Shaman. As promised, 4 LOM and his court will shelter here until the sun stars rising. I will not order any of us to guide them, but any who wish it may do so freely.
Okay, I mean, he's trying really hard to, sit on the fence and make both sides happy, but this never ends well. Not where the Empire is concerned. Also, I love that he just has a little lizard friend just chilling on his shoulder. Oh, to be an Ewok. It must be a simple, peaceful life.
They're really going for it, General Koyata? They're really buying this Karkin scat?
Wow, watch your mouth, dude.
Belief is a powerful wedge, Fornaught. They do not know what they do not know. Ours is a moral galaxy. Ours is not a moral galaxy. It is often those with the best hearts who are the most gullible.
Oh, that's an Ewok battle cry. Is Wicket making his move? What's happening?
Oh, it's the Red Ghost! Yes! It's her! It's Asha! The Red Ghost!
Come on, Logray. You should be happy about this.
Ah! Damned creature!
Oh, it went right for the respirator, too. He's a Gand. He can only breathe ammonia. That's like a critical hit.
Zuckuss, your respirator can be mended for LOM, but Zuckuss needs time to work. In the interim, please give these beasts Zuckuss' most brutal regards. Orvenk, they've gone rabid! Protect me, damn it! If I die, if you don't get me my weapons cache, there's no payment!
You will not be harmed. He's like, calm down, you little sissy. I got you.
She's Karkin unhinged, even by their standards.
Your wealth of experience on the Forest Moon fails you, Fornaught. The Red Ghost is quite real, after all.
She was a forest myth, nothing more. But if her story's real, if she's real, then it's like in the legend. I know who she's protecting. Her father. It's him, their chief. It's a trap. Chief Chirpa's working with his daughter, with the Red Ghost. I already survived these tiny monsters once. You hear that?
Oh, no. Man, see? This is what happens. You welcomed them in with open arms, and now they're turning on you. He had nothing to do with his daughter's actions, but he's the one that's going to go down for it.
Oh, no! Dude! Coup Fornaught's not going quietly!
See, this guy just has, massive amounts of PTSD from being on Endor, and I feel like it was just a mistake to bring him here. But, come on. Look at these poor frightened Ewok faces. How dare you? How dare you, sir? I don't know. I don't know why I'm even shaming this man. He's a scout trooper, right? They have no scruples. They do the worst things. Do not forget, it was a scout trooper who punched the crap out of Baby Yoda. So, I don't know why I'm surprised that he would stoop so low.
Beep. Zuckuss' respirator is again whole for LOM.
Oof.
Then join me, Zuckuss. Kill all who resist. Take anything of value, even their hides if needed. Zuckuss has one particular hide in mind. Run! We've got to go! The Red Ghost is no friend to Bright Tree. We could be next! Bury those words. She is one of our own. She's always stood up by us when it counts. Make way! She's fighting for the village now. We can't back down. You are slowing, beast. Zuckuss will not tire. Your time approaches. Kinisa! I've got you, father.
Oh, no. I feel like we're going to lose at least one of these Ewoks, and I'm pre-mourning. This is going to be tragic.
Please disperse.
I was gonna say it's very obvious that he's not trying to kill anybody. Hitting with the backside of the axe, like tell him to go away. Are we sure this is prudent, Cull? The others show scant mercy.
We are scavengers, X-Sev, not assassins.
Good for you, big guy. Good for you having some morals here.
Well, if it ain't the chief and his pup. Lost a lot of men to your spears in my time. What do you say? Maybe old Fornot should return the favor?
Look at them, dude. They're terrified and unarmed and cowering. Ugh. Hate this. Yes! Yes, let's go! Okay. Very, very well done in that there's just enough calamity happening that I forgot all about Wicket, and here he comes to the rescue. Medro! Wicket! And they're here to kick some Imperial booty. Let's do it.
Here we are! You nearly took Zuckus's lungs! Now Zuckus will have yours in return!
And for what? Oh, that's still him.
And for what? To protect your fellow beasts? Grr. Well spoken as ever. Not that your words would be understood or save you from the fire. Psh, ah!
Get away from her! Yeah, come on, Zuckus. You're being a real sleemo in this comic. I liked him better in Bounty Hunters, where he was kind of the comic relief. Here, he's just straight being cruel. Sister? Father?
You may live a lonely life, Asha, but you have never truly been alone.
Father could never help being the poet. What he means is, it's good to see you. Let's go.
Your reunion will be brief. You betray the adversary, Chirpa. Such scheming defiance will cost you your head, you and all your subjects.
Never, cruel one! Come on, Wicket!
We've been fooled before. You're no emissary. You're a machine. Chirpa welcomed you, but it's dangerous to confuse hospitality with weakness. Almost as dangerous as confusing strategy with strength. Your kind are quite breakable.
Ooh, a headbutt. Yeesh. Yeah, like, I think about that often in the Star Wars universe. Can you imagine getting punched in the face by a robot? Like, we're talking a metal fist with, like, hydraulic strength and an arm. Like, that happens to people on the daily in Star Wars, and they always just sort of shrug it off. Like, I feel like I'd be dead just from one of those. Like, this is a tough Ewok, man. Getting a headbutt from a metal head. Come on.
Well struck, Cole. The locals fear us. They scatter, but they live, as does General Koyata.
No, damn you! Someone, everyone, to me! Someone butcher this sad creature while my throat is still intact!
X-Sev, tell him to release the general.
My friend asks that you free our general, lest he be forced to resort to violence. Is he your general? So it is a trick after all. If he's your true leader, why free him? The small one is reluctant to liberate your neck, General Koyata. Then I suggest, EX-77, that you make him more fully aware of his situation. They have the numbers, but we have everything else. Our subterfuge was mercy. If they continue to resist, they will be slaughtered.
As you say, General.
Excuse me, that's X7, not Cole. As you say, General. My friend, your war to protect your home. You to protect your people. I do. We do. There are few greater battles to fight. And that is honorable. But our weapons are great. And our fellow travelers care little for your ways. If you do not lower your weapon, they will destroy you and everything you hold dear. I mean, it's true. You outnumber them, but technologically you can't win this fight.
You best listen to my fellow droid. Yield and offer a guide as demanded. Otherwise, you will see how quickly a village of thatch and wood burns in our fire. Come on, we're trying to reason with these animals? Who knows how many Imperial scouts they took down? I say we smoke them.
Yeah, you need to calm down and not talk anymore in this. Like, God, Fornot is so unstable.
Your grudges weigh you down, Ku Fornot. We have been hired for a job, and that job does not include the massacre of a proud species.
The job is what I say it is, Orvenk. These things are in the way.
I have lived centuries, General. In that time, I have been an assassin, or worse. I will not be one now.
You'll be what I need you to be if you want to get paid. Never mind if you want to get off this rock. These primitive fools have had that chance. Cole is about to take out this Imperial. He's gonna take out the General. Let's do it.
No, General.
What? Let go of me!
It is time to move on.
Let go of me!
We have work to do, General. It is time to move on.
When a duotan repeats himself and picks you up off the ground, I would listen to him, General. Fine. Fine. We will move. We will leave these noble beings. Bright Tree Village will stand. We will take the road and uncover my weapons cache to honor the Empire. But not alone. We asked for a guide. Now we demand a hostage. Tell them.
The time to offer a guide has passed. Your village will be spared, but the price of that freedom is a hostage.
What? Take her! Take her! The Red Ghost started this! She knows the forest better than any of us. She lives there. Are you kidding me right now? You guys, this is the thank you that the Red Ghost gets for saving Bright Tree Village? You're just gonna, like, toss her to the wolves? I'm starting to understand why she lives in the forest in the first place. Like, the hell with you guys. You see, creature, I don't need a protocol droid to know they just threw you to the wolves.
Some ghost.
Psh, hey, come on, dude. I'm telling you, Fornot's going to be the first one to go because he has the itchiest trigger finger I've ever seen on a stormtrooper. Please, Father, you cannot let them take Asha. You can't. I am Chief, Nisa, and I lead it all, the entire village. How could I sacrifice another in the place of my prodigal daughter?
With a volunteer. I'll go, Chief Chirpa. I'll do it.
You can't, Midro.
Wrong, Wicket. I can.
Honestly, good call. Midro is, like, I would say, the second most capable Ewok in the society after the Red Ghost. So the two of them together, best case scenario, they can keep each other alive. And, for bonus points, maybe they can even find a way to sabotage the Imperial mission without getting caught, It would be great if, like, this second resurgence of the Empire, Moff Adelhard's whole plan, is also undone by Ewoks, just like the first time around. That would be too hilarious. No, this one is too eager. There's no victory in a willing prisoner. I will have another. What? This is just, now you're just wasting everybody's time, dude. Just take the hostage and go.
Ask me, General. I say we set a thermal detonator and hit the road.
Genius like that is why you must endeavor to say less, Fornot. Burn. Please, this is not the way of the forest. There is life, there is death, but not cruelty.
There needn't have been, had you heeded our words, had you yielded to us. It is your defiance that called cruelty down upon you.
Enough! Incredible! I never imagined one of you could possibly speak our tongue. No hostage! You leave! You go! You go now! Don't come back! Wicket! Den Wicket! The Frata Ochak! He's like, what the fuck are you doing, Wicket? Stop talking to the man. Wicket, I gather that's your name? Well, you just volunteered, buddy. Sounds like a hostage to me. No! Next, the heart of the Ewoks, taken prisoner. Man, this was a good issue. What in the... Okay, we're going good places in the next one. I can already tell. This is a fantastic cover. Who did this cover? It's now listed on this page. We'll find out when we get the next issue. The Imperials continue their invasion of Endor. With Wicket captured and forced to guide the Imperials through Endor, the other Ewoks must form a party of their own to get him back. Warrior Midro and the mysterious Red Ghost may be the only hope for the young Ewok. What horrors await both teams at the sight of the Imperial weapons cache? I can't wait. Issue number 3 is going to be great. I really enjoyed the Ewok story more than I really expected to. I kind of figured it would just be like a one-off, like a throwaway kind of its own story, but it's tying into the greater narrative. Like, this is absolutely part of the Battle of Jakku Insurgency Rising, in that this is just another tendril of Moff Adelhard's plan to stitch the Empire back together and to sneak his influence out past the Anoat sector, enlisting 4 LOMs, Zuckuss, the General, and like I'm now invested enough that I need to wait for Fornot to get his, because you can't just shoot up an Ewok village and be mean to the teddy bears and get away with it, man. Not in my Star Wars. Yes, Wicket will be fine. We know that Wicket will be fine because we see him in The Last Jedi. Or sorry, in the Rise of Skywalker at the very, very end. So we know he's going to survive, but like, we don't know that Midro's going to survive, and I'm kind of concerned about Midro because he's kind of Wicket's mentor. He's teaching him everything that he knows, and we know what happens to mentors in Star Wars. It's usually not great. Okay, so moving on. Star Wars: The Battle of Jakku Insurgency Rising, issue number 4 of 12. This is kind of like the main event here, since all subsequent comics of this time period are referencing this. This is the main story right now, moving forward. And it's getting pretty crazy. I love that we've got an Anzadi on the cover. Like, oh no, now I can't remember. Danik Jericho, that's right. Danik Jericho from A New Hope in the Cantina. It's the first Anzadi that we ever saw. Oh man, the Tales from the Mos Eisley Cantina, where they expand on him and he's like basically a snot vampire. It was like the creepiest, grossest thing. Yeah, he's like a snot vampire / serial killer hanging out in the cantina, just happens to be there. Creeps me out just thinking about it. All right, continuing here. And R.I.P. to John Cassaday. Again, fantastically talented penciler, inker, artist, and friend. Man, that's touching. He made his mark, though, right? Like, he's being remembered fondly. Some people just disappear quietly into the night. It's nice to leave something behind, you know. Wake up. Come on. Preeti, wake up. Oh, it's Elatia, right? Yeah. You? What are you doing? Okay, hold on. Lower your voice. Don't talk. I know what this looks like, but we just don't have any time. Your friends are here. They're in trouble. Don't think beyond getting out of this cell. They need you. Run. Go! Elatia has been... Is she secretly working for Leia? Oh my... This is interesting. She called her Preeti, too. This is interesting. Adelhard's Imperial Star Destroyer in the Anoat sector. Here she goes. Right, this was the cliffhanger where we ended. Everybody's just been totally taken out by Commander Brogg. And I'm assuming that it's Yup Tashu, right? From the Acolytes of the Beyond. I don't think they're introducing another new character. This is that same person being referred to as an Inquisitor, which I find also interesting. They need you. Run. Go. They're as good as dead unless you can help them. Let's not waste any more time, Commander Brogg. This charade has gone on long enough. Agreed, Inquisitor. God, look at them just out. Let's show our leader the power we wield. Oh wait, that's not Brogg. Let's show our leader the power we wield. Shoom. I'll happily do the honors. Oh, I see. I missed some dialogue down there. Let's show our leader the power we wield. The power that could be his if he wants it. I'll happily do the honors. I'm enjoying this art so much, and I love it every time we get a hooded character with just like I call it the Batman eyes. They're just glowing in there. It's a great tactic for when you want to leave the identity of a character like waiting in the wings. You don't want to reveal it yet, but the angle shows the face. Like, it's a great way to do that. Ugh. Back away from them.
Is it possible?
Okay, Castameron's waking up.
Who dares?
That blade doesn't belong here. Ooh! What? What? I mean, we knew he was on his way to help, but like, we're getting the action. Here we go. Here we go. Brog, don't even try. I hope Brog stays out of the fight, because Luke will just kill him in 2 seconds. Oh, what a start. Following the Battle of Endor and the destruction of the second Death Star, the galaxy is in a time of uncertainty. While the rebels forge a path toward peace, there are still those who would bring chaos and destruction. The war continues on in Star Wars, The Battle of Jakku, Insurgency Rising. Written by Alex Segura, art by Luke Ross and Jethro Morales, colors by Rochelle Rosenberg, and letters by VC's Joe Carameda. On the outskirts of the Anoath sector, Leia's team of rebel fighters, Castameron, Rinzenat, Jarek Yeager, and Theresa Alern, fought against Adelhard's new allies, the Spice Runners of Kijimi. Narrowly escaping death, the rebel team abandoned their ship only to be caught and imprisoned by the sector's commander Brog. On Adelhard's ship, Reyna Oscure offered them the guidance of the acolytes of the Beyond in rebuilding the Empire, but, skeptical of the Force, Adelhard refused. Leia's rebel crew, detained in Adelhard's prison, were freed by an unlikely ally, Adelhard's lieutenant Kith Elatia. Fleeing, the team was once again hunted by Commander Brog alongside a mysterious Inquisitor. Badly wounded and at the mercy of Adelhard's forces, the team surrendered. However, there is hope yet as Luke Skywalker has arrived. This is about to be nuts, actually. Let's do it.
A Jedi! Luke Skywalker, no less. Now this I will savor. Did you think you could slip aboard, cloaked in darkness like your Jedi forebears? Don't mistake my silence for resignation, imposter.
Yeah, that's absolutely Reyna Obscure right here.
It's easy to hold a lightsaber, to wave it around, but it's much harder to actually wield it.
Nice, nice. Just effortlessly disarms her. Like, you're not even in the same league. You're not even in the same category.
Now, I need answers. Who are you?
Luke, look out!
Get away from them!
Oh, okay. Who took out Brog?
Someone tagged him from behind. But who?
Rin? Rin, is that you? How? I saw you. I saw you blow up. Yay, the reunion. It's me. It's you. You're alive. They kiss, and then she just like shoves her out of the way to fire the blaster. Oh, that is the epitome of their relationship right here in these two panels. Look out! Get down, everyone, take cover!
Now's the time to push. Toss me your blaster. Use it wisely, Kess. Count on it, Preety.
I'm sorry, Kachik? Are you racking an E11? Is he like, what is happening here? Maybe that's just the sound of him catching it, because you don't do that with the... This is silly. This is silly, but it's fun.
Got them.
Oh, got them. They're near the main...
Let's take these guys down. Hard.
You with me, Yeager? Lots of stormtroopers, lots of blasters. Not a lot of us. Alern, where you lead, I'll follow. Nice. Just karate kicking the guy in the face. You don't see enough of that. You don't see enough stormtroopers getting kicked in the face. I would appreciate more of that. Maybe Andor Season 2 can deliver, but kick him right in the helmet, you know? Every once in a while, playing Star Wars Outlaws, like if you land the melee hit, if you jump and then hit X, Like, she'll do a flying jump kick, and it's one of the best things you can do in the game. I feel like at least one of these guys would have let out a Wilhelm scream. They're getting, like, tackled and stuff. This guy's getting pistol whipped right here.
Oh, you have no idea what you've done, rebels.
We're the Republic now. Don't forget it. Psh. That's a great moment. The Republic is here to stay, baby. Well, give or take, for about 25 years. You're not a Sith. Just a pretender. Reveal yourself.
Oh, Jedi. How little you truly know. How little you understand about me. About the Acolytes. About yourself.
That's a hell of a facial expression. God, if eyebrows could kill.
Reyna Oscure. Edelhard's counselor and blade. I've heard of you.
Oh.
Then my reputation precedes me then. But your realization comes too late. Edelhard is doing the unthinkable. He is rebuilding, creating a new empire. A power that will fill the void left behind by the likes of Vader and Palpatine. And no one, not even a Jedi Knight, can stop him.
Is that the Lady Luck? Is that the... Oh, it looks so nice. I haven't seen that thing in canon in so long. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the ship of Lando Calrissian. Exactly as it appears in Legends. Same model. We see this ship briefly in the Clone Wars, I believe. This model of ship, not the Lady Luck. But the last time I saw the Lady Luck looking that good was in a little hangar bay on Nar Shaddaa in Star Wars Jedi Outcast, where Kyle Katarn and Lando join up to free his ship and get the boot taken off the wheels, basically. Oh, this is cool. I'm so happy to see it, man.
Near Chandrila. Lando, we need your help. It's urgent.
I'm listening, Princess. Let me guess. Does this have to do with those folks stranded in the Anoad sector?
Yes, but it's more than that.
According to our intelligence network, Grand Moff Edelhard has attained more influence and power than we first guessed, and we already have key personnel at risk. Luke. He's got Luke.
We don't know. Luke went to the Anoad sector to see what happened to some of our people there, but he's gone silent.
At the same time, Edelhard has formed worrisome alliances with not only his fellow Imperials, but the underworld. I've been hearing worse, that Edelhard's in bed with the spice runners of Kijimi and maybe even those cultists, the acolytes of the Beyond. What do you need, Leia?
We're spread thin, defending our space, trying to chase down the remaining Imperial holdouts, and now this.
Not to mention the increasingly worrisome Imperial buildup happening in the western reaches.
We need you, Lando. We need you to take some ships and save our people.
Say no more, Princess. Consider our friends saved. Again.
He's cocky, but he'll get the job done.
Oh, the Lady Luck looks... It just looks so good. I'm such a fan of that ship. Way back in the OG in Star Wars Galaxies, right? The first Star Wars MMORPG. Before Star Wars The Old Republic. This was like... this very ship was like the top... The cream of the crop. The top tier, like, luxury vehicle that you could get. Oh, man. And this is why it was the pinnacle of luxury back then for a reason. It's built to last. We're still looking at it. I'm still drooling over this ship in the year of our Lord 2024. Come on. Consider our friends saved. Again.
Take a skewer and her burly enforcer. Get to the docking bay. Find a ship and get away, Rin.
I mean, her burly enforcer? Really, Luke? Is that it? He couldn't help himself. He had to make some sort of a comment on Commander Brock's physique because of course he did. Because he put on his little black Chanel boots for a reason today. Yes, take a skewer and her big, burly, manly, handsome enforcer and get him out of here. Don't worry, Luke. Your secret's safe with us, man.
We can't do that. I won't leave you here.
It's not a suggestion.
We both came here to get our people to safety. That's your job, too.
Fine, but I don't have to like it.
The noble Jedi. galloping towards his own doom. How quaint.
Look at this. Look at this, like, smirk sneer. She's so just, like, full-blown hater mode right now.
Don't you know, fool? Adelhard is waiting for you. He knows you're coming. I have foretold this moment, and it will serve as the precursor to his greatest victory.
Don't wait for me, Rin. Run. I mean, sure, Adelhard knows that Luke is coming, but what could he possibly have up his sleeve to counteract the greatest Jedi currently alive in the galaxy coming for you? Like, Adelhard has a lot of resources, sure, but I don't know if he can take Luke, you know? Obviously something has to happen because this is only issue 4. We've got many issues to go in this story, so obviously Luke's not about to just kill Adelhard in this scene, but if they're about to come face to face, I can't imagine what can interrupt that, you know? You're right. Adelhard is super overconfident, which will be his downfall, just like it was for Palpatine, but I mean... Reyna Oscure, she's not crazy, foolhardy, cocky like Adelhard is, and she seems to think Adelhard has it in the bag. So, I'm missing something, you know? I need to find him. I need to stop him. Adelhard has gone too far. Oh, we're throwing the cloak! We're throwing the cloak! It's about to get real. In Star Wars, that always means a big fight. And he has to face the consequences of his own making. I was wondering when you'd show up, Skywalker. I've heard how you Jedi love to make your entrances. Oh, don't cut away. Come on. I can't believe you're alive, Rin. I can't believe it either. I'm happy for you both, believe me, but none of us will be alive for much longer if we don't keep our eyes open. Oscura Brog must have sounded the alarm. Not Eladia, though, huh? Not the time, Kess. We need to get to a ship, then hope we can dodge Adelhard's forces. We can't leave Luke. We could barely lug Oscura and Brog. We can't circle back to convince Luke to come with us. Trust me, Luke Skywalker knows what he's doing, kid. He told us to go, we go. Look out! What the? Okay, gang. We might want to pick up the pace. What's happening? No way. Is the destroyer under attack now? Of course it is. Whatever just hit the ship is probably coming around to do it again. Ah, your reinforcements have arrived. No matter. There are more pieces in play than you can defend against, Jedi. This is over, Adelhard. Shwoom. Shwoom? That's an interesting onomatopoeia. When I think of a lightsaber, I do not think of a shwoom. I think of something with like a V, maybe a zhong or a vzh. But like, I liked it in the Legends novels. It almost became, I mean, it did become pretty uniform by the end that like a lightsaber ignition sound was a snap hiss. It was like a hyphenated snap hiss. I miss the snap hiss. I'd like to see that again. But, shwoom! This is over, Adelhard. Quite the contrary. This is just beginning. Is that it? There's something else is about to walk into the room too, right? Because a dozen stormtroopers is not even... That won't even slow him down. Also, why do they look so, like, awkward? There's something, like, very, like, uncoordinated and, like, almost, like, unconfident about every single one of their poses. Maybe the legs are a little long or something, but they all just look kind of like, oh God, there's someone in this room. Like, especially this dude. He looks like he didn't expect anyone to be here, and now he's like, oh my God, who are you? What's that thing in your hand? Are we going to die? They don't seem like confident shock troops marching out to execute spring a trap, you know? They kind of seem like they're just like filing in for lunch and, oh shit, there's a Jedi in here. What do we do? You know? This is just beginning. Let's go! Swoosh! Ah! Adelhard! Do you think a paltry swarm of rebel ships will stop a Star Destroyer? Did you think I was just another errant Imperial longing for the past?
I don't think about you. At all.
Oh, he is mad now. Look at that face.
Unexpected rebel ships approaching and engaging with... They're taking the battle straight to us, Muff. We're...
Oh, we just the pile of dead troops. There's been... Man, Luke Ross has been killing it with the Battle of Jakku. Like, some fantastic artwork. I love this, too. I love the slashes with, like, the smoke just ribboning off from the places you can see exactly where the lightsaber made contact. Great details. It's over. You need to stand... Ah!
Taking heavy fire. Moff, we need guidance.
Yeah, the Moff ain't giving you nothing. It's over.
How presumptuous, Jedi.
Damn. He's about to kick him in the face so hard. Look at this blurred boot just like winding up to... No.
Your friends will be caught.
Jesus. Unhinged.
You will die. And these will just be the opening chapters for a new book, for a new empire.
Jesus, he's just beating the crap out of Luke and like screaming. This is just psycho behavior. Man, Adelhard is like possibly the most like intense, just like intense to watch villains that we've had in the comics genre recently, like in this time period. Like Admiral Zara was crazy, right? She never went off on Leia the way Adelhard is going off on Luke right now.
One built on order, structure, loyalty, honor.
I feel like he kicks him for every single one of those words.
Not empty magics and promises. Maybe you should stop.
What?
Speak up, Jedi.
I said, maybe you should stop talking and pay attention to what's happening around you. Yes! Oh, he's just gonna fall down like the goddamn Balrog. Oh, I love you, Luke. He was like, this guy needs to let out some aggression. I'm gonna let him kick me in the ribs a couple times and then make him fall.
Cavalry's here.
Oh, that's Lando.
Cavalry's here. Hope Luke and his crew can make it quick.
We've got some reinforcements, Rin. Lando's here. We have a chance.
Then we can save Luke.
This is a fantastic panel, too. I love seeing the Lady Luck in combat alongside everyone. Like, love it. This feels like Legends.
Luke's a Jedi. He'll be fine.
He's one of ours, Kess. Jedi or not, he can't last long without a ship.
Guys coming? Can't hold them off forever. We're outnumbered. Rin, let's go.
No, wait. Look. He made it.
Almost there.
I love it. Look at him. He's totally doing he's doing his Battlefront ability number 3. He's doing like the little spin move animation, I mean. Throwing some debris to just knock out the stormtroopers. And we're gone. We did it. Sorry to keep you all waiting. I had to stop a tyrant.
Lando really saved our skins.
And don't you forget it. Now you just need to dance your way through those spice runners. What about Adelhard? Is it over? It's far from over. We got our people out. We slowed Adelhard's expansion. For now. But I caught a glimpse of who he is. Who he wants to be. A man driven by a burning desire to seize something he feels was promised to him, but was yanked away. So, did we win? Yes, in a way. We managed to win the battle. But do we have any chance of winning the war?
Skywalker, enjoy your escape. Enjoy your brief respite. I learned from my mistakes, boy. I'm a survivor. And the power you wield, the mysticism and magic I once wrote off as parlor tricks. Perhaps I was wrong. Perhaps it's time I embrace a bit of darkness myself. To be continued in Star Wars Battle of Jakku, Republic Under Siege #1. Oh, okay. So issue 5 is actually issue 1, because of course it is, because that's nice and confusing. Republic Under Siege. Oh, man.
Look at this. This has got to be the destruction of the flagship, right? That's got to be the explosion of Adelhard's flagship. The Acolytes of the Beyond. Rinzenat alongside Luke Skywalker, looking like he's been lifted right out of that frame. I know exactly what panel they inspired this from. It's from Return of the Jedi, right? He's in Jabba's palace. I love it. I love it. I think this is the shot, actually, where he's standing in front of Jabba. This was a great comic. This was... Okay, this will be on sale very soon. Next week we should be reading this one. I'm really enjoying the battle for Jakku, honestly. It really feels like a mainline event with so many iconic characters, and I'm still just tickled with the fact that we're bringing back Star Wars Uprising characters, plot elements, you know, and canonizing them, really referencing them and making them like meaningful in ways outside of just like the mobile game. You know, people who played the mobile game were like, oh yeah, this is a pretty cool story, but now it actually have reasons for it to resonate with like within the larger scope and the larger tapestry of Star Wars. And the fact that it's Luke Ross art, I mean, what do you want? What can you even do to top this? Look at this. Adelhard climbing up from down below, like in like the trash heap, basically. Look at this. We've got like some junk and a trooper helmet, and they're really taking who was someone who was kind of a one-note antagonist for a game and making him like fleshing him out and setting him up and building him into a really good, compelling Imperial villain. Like, I love it. I love it. We're doing great things in this comic, and I can't wait to see where it goes next. Also really excited for the next issue of Ewoks. That's going great places, too. Really enjoying the fact that we're revisiting some old characters, and also the whole like the concept of their religion being based around, like, the Golden One, you know, who we know as 3PO. Like, it's kind of used almost as like a throwaway moment for laughs in the movie, but if you sit down and try and do some world building and really think about that in an in-universe perspective, like, it's pretty fascinating, and I would love to know more about it. So the fact that we're getting that, I think, it's a treat for my particular kind of nerd that I am, you know. Now, Cakes, you're right. He gassed an entire planet, and I don't think that we need to spend any more time proving how evil he is. Now it's a question of like, okay, but how able is he to back up these threats, you know? You can have the propensity to do great evil, but unless you have the opportunity and means to do it, you don't have everything that it takes to be like this huge threat, you know, an Avengers level threat, if you will. But I'm pretty sure he's gonna stick the landing on this. They're gonna give us plenty of reasons to think that Adelhard actually has a compelling shot at assembling the Empire. Piecing it back together. I mean, like, you're right. The writers have an uphill battle here in that we know ultimately he's going to fail because we know where the galaxy is going to end up 30 years from now. And so there are many characters in this that are untouchable. They're safe. They're legacy characters. We know where their lives the trajectories of their lives are going to take them after this moment. But there's also a lot of people I have noticed in here that don't show up again after this in the timeline. That doesn't necessarily mean they're marked for death, but it means that the stakes are higher for them. And I'm thinking about Shara Bey, I'm thinking about Kes Dameron, I'm thinking about Rinzenat, I'm thinking about pretty much everyone who doesn't get referenced again after this time period. And hopefully they don't all die, but like, we're losing at least one of Poe Dameron's parents in this. I'm telling you now. Like, yeah, he was conceived after the Battle of Endor, but one of his parents is gone by the proper Battle of Jakku. I really think so. I hope it's not the case because it's going to be really sad, but I'm guessing it's Kes Dameron. I'm guessing it's going to be Kes. Because Shara Bey, I feel like, is going to survive longer as a pilot. But that's all we got for Comics with Katarn this week. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. These were some great stories. I particularly like Ewoks issue number 2. And Insurgency Rising, I feel like every subsequent issue has been my favorite, and then it's been like surmounted by the one after it. So as redundant as the statement is, I'll say this is my favorite issue so far until next week, because that seems to be how it works. I'm just really enjoying this one, and I can't wait to get some Anzadi action. Please, let's see the proboscis actually like come out and drink someone at some point in this. Let's get proper weird with our Star Wars. I like that. But thank you so much for watching, everybody. I will catch you next week with more comics at the same time in the same place. Thank you so much, and as always, may the Force be with you.